Moore Park, Portlaoise is the venue for the Laois Senior Hurling Championship Final of 2000. It brings together Castletown and Camross. Their only other final meeting was in 1996 when Camross won by 15 points to 1-5, but Castletown come into today's game as title holders and champions, putting their title on the line. Castletown come in as favourites and have a Phelan O'Sullivan, number 14, at full forward, with his brother John at the centre half forward. They're surrounded by young players Mick Butler and Pat Phelan. David Cuddy, their top scorer this year, is number 8 in centre field. His twin brother Paul is at full back, Cyril Cuddy at number 6, and county goalkeeper John Lyons will man the posts. Camross will have long-serving Joe Dollard wearing the number 15 jersey at corner forward, with Seamus Cuddy at full forward. The Keenan brothers are in attack, Damien at number 11 and Barry at number 13. Flint Lawler unusually plays at centre field with Ken Cuddy, while Packy Cuddy will captain the side at full back, with long-serving Tommy Delaney wearing the number 6 shirt. Flint Lawler returns at centre field today wearing number 8. It'll be interesting to see well if he actually plays there. Normally playing around the edge of the square, out through much of the year through injury, and Camross will be hoping for a big game from him today. Fran Hogan wearing number 16 comes into the side in place of Fran Dowling. Fran suffered an injury in practice last Sunday, has been hospitalised all week, so Fran Dowling, who was centre half back the last day, replaced by Fran Hogan in the right half back line. The Camross team will line out with Tim Lowry in the goal. Full back line is Pat Collier, Packy Cuddy the captain, and Jack Cuddy. Half back line then Fran Hogan, Tommy Delaney and Tony Dordan. Centre of the field Flint Lawler and Ken Cuddy. Half forward line Ray Cuddy, Damien Keenan and Damien Culleton. And the full forward line is Barry Keenan, Seamus Cuddy and Joe Dollard. In goal for Castletown is John Lyons. Full back line is Martin Phelan, Paul Cuddy and Sean Hanlon. Half back line Robert Delaney, Cyril Cuddy and John Palmer. Centre of the field David Cuddy and Owen Dooley. Half forward line Porry Cuddy, John O'Sullivan and Mick Butler. And the full forward line Richard Kingston, Phelan O'Sullivan and Pat Phelan. Shake hands with referee Pat Moran for the tossing of the coin. St. Joseph's Accordion Band leading the parade. Castletown breaking away a little bit early, with Camross staying right to the finish, and now the St. Joseph's Accordion Band facing the tricolour for the playing of around the field. Well, one end and Camross in the huddle the other end. The sun shining out of Moore Park with the rain beating down again. Very, very soft underfoot conditions. Referee Pat Moran from Graiguecullen refereeing his second senior hurling championship final. The second meeting of Castletown and Camross. The ball is in. And first to break away are Castletown. The ball coming down from David Cuddy, but cut off back there by Tommy Delaney, playing a centre half back for Camross. Out to this side of the field. First time pulled by Damien Culleton. Flint Lawler out fighting. We're playing in the centre of the field. Lawler one-handed. Coming out to try and gather was corner for Barry Keenan, but one back there for the Castletown man and trying to set up an attack again. John O'Sullivan one-handed in, doesn't get to it. Corner forward, Richard Kingston does, but the ball just bobbling inside to goalkeeper Tim Lowry. Lowry clears the ball. Massive clearance way out to the side of the field. Under it is Damien Culleton. Culleton pulling and missing it, tries to gather it up. Podge Cuddy along the ground. Out to it, Tommy Delaney. Long serving centre half-back. Tommy coming away with the ball. Being chased by Richard Kingston. Gives the ball across at Tony Dordan. Tony Dordan shot way inside, but Paul Cuddy is out to it first. Seamus Cuddy just taps it away from him. Back covering and defending well is Robert Delaney, last year's Laois hurler of the year. Down along the far side, it's Ken Cuddy fighting for possession with David Cuddy, but David Cuddy, the last touch coming from Ken from Camross, and the sideline ball will be to Castletown. David Cuddy leaving it behind him to his wing half-back John Palmer. Huge build up to this Laois Senior Hurling Championship final of 2000. Two neighbouring clubs. That's a marvellous cut by John Palmer. Dropping inside, Packy Cuddy, the captain of Camross, is out to it, and great assurance from the full-back, and hand passing the ball across to Tony Dordan. That's great hurling. Dordan shot inside or centre half forward, Damien Keenan. Seamus Cuddy winning the ball ahead of Paul Cuddy, hand passing the ball inside. It was intended for Damien Culleton, but winning it back there is the cornerback Sean Hanlon for Castletown, and a long clearance way down the side of the field, very near the sideline, out over the sideline in fact, and the sideline ball will be to Camross. Good hurling in the opening 2 minutes of the game. Soft underfoot conditions, but the sun thankfully shining for the moment. Jack Cuddy, the diminutive cornerback, will take this. That's a marvellous cut from him. Dropping high, Paul Cuddy is in under, puts the hand up, broken down by Seamus Cuddy, the full forward for Camross. Cuddy's on all sides, the ball just tipped across, Camross piling on the pressure. Paul Cuddy on his knees on the ground. Ball scooped outside, coming back outside to Barry Keenan. Barry Keenan shot is high, but to the left and wide. Puck out from John Lyons, way down towards Patrick Phelan, the captain of Castletown, but he's pulled and dragged and brought to the ground, and the free into Castletown, the champions, and chance for them to get the opening score. Full back, Packy Cuddy, the two captains in fact now playing on each other. Patrick Phelan has gone into full forward and playing on Packy Cuddy, the captain of Camross. Just 3.5 minutes gone in the game. David Cuddy, he scored 11 points in the semi-final victory over Portlaoise. Now looking for his opening score and Castletown's opening score. David Cuddy rises, strikes it cleanly, and is the opening score of the Laois Senior Hurling Championship final of 2000. David Cuddy, the opening point for Castletown. Ball won in the centre. Van Hoven couldn't get rid of it. Back inside come Castletown on the attack. It's Richard Kingston, young player, his first year senior. Lowell in along the ground. Phelan O'Sullivan has it on the edge of the big square, turning, gets his shot in, but the ball going out and took a touch from cornerback Pat Collier and out for a 65. Just 5 minutes gone. David Cuddy with this 65-metre free, taking plenty of time over it. David Cuddy rises, strikes it cleanly again, and no, just to the left and wide. Five minutes gone. Castletown leading by a point, but Camross playing against a very stiff breeze. Clint Lawler pulling one-handed in the centre of the field. Back covering is Sean Hanlon for Castletown. Hand passes the ball outside to John Palmer. Patrick Phelan running in after it. Patrick Phelan now with a chance, surely a chance here, but just walked on the ball and left it behind him. And a ball gratefully taken by the captain, Packy Cuddy. Hand passing the ball across for little Jack Cuddy. Cuddy one-handed on the ground, out towards the centre. Owen Dooley for Castletown. Half blocked down, up into the air, hard pulling inside. Tommy Delaney just scooped the ball out. Fran Hogan shot out over the sideline ball to Castletown. In the opening 6 minutes, Castletown creating some space inside the Camross back line, but not capitalising on it so far. Sean Hanlon with the cut to John O'Sullivan. Sullivan will drop the ball in towards brother Phelan. Phelan pulling inside, but back covering is Packy Cuddy again, and Packy Cuddy, lovely delivery way out across the far side. Running on to it is John Palmer. John Palmer and Ray Cuddy, but the last touch of the ball coming from Ray Cuddy, it's a sideline ball to Castletown. Just 6 minutes gone in the opening half. David Cuddy with the sideline cut. Lowell on the ground, doesn't go too far, but goes to John O'Sullivan. Sullivan will give it back to David Cuddy again. 45 metres out. Tommy Delaney and Tony Doran trying to close him down. Delaney gets a hand to it, out near the sideline again. Linesman decides on this occasion it was a Camross ball, but referee Pat Moran deciding it was a Castletown ball, and there'll be consultation over that decision. Seven minutes gone. Castletown leading by a single point to no score. Tony Doran with the sideline. Cuts it back in towards the centre of the field. Running back to it is Sean Hanlon. Hanlon now fouls his marker, Damien Culleton, and a free into Camross about 55 metres out. Eight minutes into the game, Camross looking for the equaliser. This free from about 50 metres out for Barry Keenan. Keenan strikes it well and just strikes it enough to get it over the bar. The sides are level at O'Moore Park. That point from Barry Keenan. Levelling matters at 1 point each, with 8.5 minutes gone in this opening half. John Lyons his puck out, way down the far side. Tommy Delaney coming away with it. Great play by Tommy Delaney, veteran centre half back, kicks the ball ahead of him. Pulled on by Owen Dooley in the centre of the field. Down towards Podgy Cuddy. Fran Hogan, great battle between two big men. Tony Doran stops it and then pulls and misses it. Just trick from behind. Patrick Phelan was in there also. Comes to John O'Sullivan. He tips it across the far side. A chance here, the ball from Mick Butler, dropping in, staved on the line and taken out of the muck, and no, it's a goal! It's a goal! The umpire reaching for the green flag. Goalkeeper inside, Tim Lowry, is disgusted with that. Sean Cuddy, the Camross and Laois manager, in there also. Referee Pat Morton will go in and have a look. John Sullivan won possession. Gave the ball to Mick Butler. Butler's shot was a speculative one, dropping inside, but referee, the ball just inside the line. The ball was clear, but the referee in and giving a yellow card to Tim Lowry, the Camross goalkeeper. Ball back out to the centre of the field. Referee Pat Morton shows it in. John O'Sullivan. Phelan O'Sullivan fighting for the ball. Packy Cuddy is there to pull back. Runs into Phelan O'Sullivan, but hand passes the ball inside to Tony Dordan. Dordan under pressure. The hurl been pulled, but he hand passes it forward to his midfielder, Ken Cuddy. Cuddy under pressure as well. Very, very tight, close marking all around the field. Free for Camross on their own 65-metre line, about 2 metres in from the far sideline. Tony Dordan. The ball drilled up for Ray Cuddy, but beaten for the far side of the field by John Palmer. Cuddy wins it back again, very near that corner flag. Paul Cuddy back covering. Robert Delaney. Stalemate near the corner flag, but eventually a ball going out to the right and wide. John Lyons puck out. Wind assisted, but a great catch by Fran Hogan, taking it out of the clouds and goes off on a bit of a solo run. Kicks the ball ahead of him. Barry Keenan tips the ball to an open space and chasing after it. Back covering was Martin Phelan. But a chance here for Joe Dollard. Joe Dollard shot and Joe Dollard's point. Veteran corner forward Joe Dollard, former centre half back, grabbing that ball and striking it beautifully, striking it over the bar. Narrows the gap to 2 points. Castletown back on the attack. John O'Sullivan leaves the ball behind him. Fran Hogan takes it. Hand passes the ball to his midfielder, Ken Cuddy. Cuddy drops it, surrounded by Castletown players. He's fouled, and the free out will be to Camross. The wind has certainly got stronger, howling around the commentary box and favouring Castletown in this opening half, and certainly they will be hoping to build up a lead with that breeze before half time. Tommy Delaney with the free. Grabbed back there by John Palmer. Foul in possession, free out to Castletown. David Cuddy taking this long range free, about 50 metres from his own goal. With the breeze, it's a massive puck, dropping around the square. Up go the hurls, Jack Cuddy breaks it down. Fran Hogan's back there, doesn't get it too far. Patrick Phelan with a shot, locked down and cleared out in desperation back there by Fran Hogan. 65-metre free. "14 minutes gone in this opening half. Castletown leading by 1 goal and a point to 2 points for Camross. David Cuddy with a 65-metre free. Drops it in. Drops it over the bar. There's a goal between the sides again. Tim Lowry's puck out. Finn Lawler beaten for it by Sean Hanlon. Hockey Cuddy drops the ball. Patrick Phelan can't control it either. Neither can Tommy Delaney. Richard Kingston the corner forward. The ball tipped away from him by Fran Hogan. Hogan under pressure drives it back into the centre of the field again. Out to it is Martin Phelan, the corner back. And Martin Phelan puts Castletown back on the attack again. Hockey Cuddy again can't control it. Fran Hogan does, but he's under pressure. All Castletown players around him. Gets the hand pass in, but he got a tip on the little back of the head as well from a Castletown hurley, and the free out is to Camross. Jack Cuddy takes the free. Up towards Damien Culleton. Culleton pushed out over the sideline by Sean Hanlon. Finn Lawler. Lawler hand passes the ball back inside to Barry Keenan. A chance here now for Camross. Barry Keenan. Blocked down. Tremendous block down by Paul Cuddy. And the ball comes to Martin Phelan. And Phelan with a long relieving clearance way down the field. Tony Dordan gets the better of the clash. Out over the sideline. 16 and a half minutes gone in the first half. Sideline ball to Castletown. David Cuddy, it's a great cut, dropping in. Up go the hurl, the danger here. Tim Lowry down on his knees, takes the ball and clears it out, making no mistake that time. But back out to David Cuddy again. Cuddy drills it back in towards the square. Pressure is on Camross as Phelan and Sullivan got a touch to it out over the end line and to the right and wide. Castletown a goal and 2 points. Camross 2 points. 17 minutes into the opening half. Ken Cuddy wins possession in the centre of the field for Camross from the puck out, but he's well blocked down. Back into his hand again. Hand passes a long ball across for Tony Dordan. Tony Dordan gets a shot inside. Barry Keenan been well held by Martin Phelan. The referee saw it from a distance. $20-metre free to Camross. Barry Keenan, son of former Camross great Frank Keenan, holder of 16 senior hurling championship titles with Camross, and now Barry, carrying on from his father, will he go for the point? Hits it over the bar, narrows the gap to 2 points again, with 18 minutes gone in the opening half. David Cuddy, surrounded by Camross players, gets the pass to his brother Podge. Podge dispossessed and the ball taken off him. Cleared way out. Martin Phelan misses it. Pulled it on the ground by Damien Keenan. And again by Seamus Cuddy. Joe Dollard chasing him back after it. But back there is Robert Delaney. Delaney runs into Dollard. Gets his shot in. But only as far as Seamus Cuddy. He can't control it. Does it a second attempt. And going forward is Seamus Cuddy. Hand pass the ball is into Joe Dollard. A chance enough for Camross, and Dollard just misses the ball and leaves it behind him, and the ball taken away by Robert Delaney. Down to Tommy Delaney, the Camross centre halfback, to Tony Dordan. Good hurling now to Moore Park. To Seamus Cuddy. Cuddy hand passed the ball across to Damien Keenan. Keenan goes for the score. That's a lovely point from Damien Keenan. Well worked score by Camross, eventually coming to centre half forward Damien Keenan, and he drilling it over the bar from about 35 metres out. 19 minutes into the opening half. Single point between the sides. Ball back deep into the Camross half again. Richard Kingston couldn't control it. Finn Lawler pulling first time along the ground. Back out covering is Sean Hanlon. Hard pulling on the far side from Tony Dordan and Mick Butler. Seamus Cuddy tipping it along the ground. Martin Phelan can't control it. Barry Keelan fighting with Martin Phelan for possession. Out winning it is Joe Dollard. Joe Dollard, experienced player. Dispossessed but wins it back and passes the ball back for Finn Lawler, but a late tackle on Joe Dollard wins Camross a free. Almost 21 minutes into the opening half, a chance for Camross to equalise. They're trailed by a point, playing against a strong breeze in this opening half. Barry Keenan rises it, strikes it cleanly. The sides are level. Barry Keenan's third point of the game, putting Camross and Castletown level with 9 minutes left in the opening half. Tony Dordan locked down outside to Finn Lawler. Lawler along the ground into Joe Dollard. Robert Lane trying to close him down, blocks him down well. Great play. That covering is Paul Cuddy, faced by Ray Cuddy. Gets his shot in from the left hand side down towards John O'Sullivan. Tony Dordan, tremendous interception for Camross. Damien Keenan in centre half forward, surrounded, but gets a hand pass in to Finn Lawler. Lawler hand pass it again, but well blocked off back there by Sean Hanlon and Cyril Cuddy. Tommy Delaney. Lowell on the ground inside towards Graiguecullen. The ball tipped outside. Sean Hanlon winning possession, playing very, very well to number 4. Pat Collier, the cornerback for Camross. The ball taken off him by Phelan O'Sullivan. Tight, close play all over the field. Goal scorer Mick Butler pulls on it. Doesn't go too far. Tommy Delaney stops it. Pulls a couple of times before he tips it across for Damien Culleton. Culleton running after the ball. Chips it into his hand. Great speed and great skill. Hand passes the ball inside to Joe Dollard. Joe left it behind him but won it back again. Hand pass again into the middle to Damien Keenan. This is a great passage of play. No scoring but great play all around. Still Joe Dollard. Still Camross in possession. He drilled the ball up to Damien Culleton. He controlled the ball. Throws a dummy. Robert Delaney's equal to it. Gets a shot inside. Seamus Cuddy and PJ Cuddy. The ball bouncing back inside to John Lyons, and under pressure he clears a massive ball way down the field. Little Jack Cuddy hops off his chest, but he gets the tip to it. The midfielder Owen Dooley for Castletown. Running after is a goal scorer, Mick Butler. Winning possession, turning around and striking it, but striking it to the left and wide. Tremendous passage of hurling up and down the field. Ball back out to the centre again. Owen Dooley in possession. Owen Dooley drilled the ball in, dropping to the right and wide. Side still level. 24 minutes gone in the opening half. Finn Lawler can't hold possession. John O'Sullivan. Sullivan, first time along the ground, in towards Patrick Phelan. The ball runs back behind him. Back covering is Fran Hogan. Tommy Delaney. Delaney hand pass across to Pat Collier. Pat Collier up for Graiguecullen to chase after, and Martin Phelan, but the chase was in vain, out over the sideline. Graiguecullen again, but he's blocked down from behind. Pulls on the ground, on his knees. Seamus Cuddy can't hold possession. Paul Cuddy does. Cuddy under pressure coming out. Out near the sideline, still fighting for this Paul Cuddy. Hello. David Cuddy drills the ball on down again. Patrick Cuddy looking for possession. 25 minutes gone. On the run now, inside is Patrick Phelan, but foul going forward, and the free in is to Castletown, and a chance for them to go ahead. .26 minutes gone. David Cuddy rises the ball, strikes it well, strikes it over the bar. Castletown into a 1-point lead again. Back out to the centre of the field, Tony Dorn. 26 minutes gone in this opening half, and it's Castletown will lead by a single point, just having gone into the lead a moment ago from a free from David Cuddy. They're back on the attack again. The ball just drilled on inside, but cut off in there by Patrick Cuddy. But Castletown getting the opening score from a David Cuddy free after 3 minutes. Graiguecullen equalising after 8 minutes for Camross. But it's Castletown on the attack, about the attack at the moment broken up, over carrying the ball. Mick Butler had a goal then for Castletown after 10 minutes. A shot from about 30 metres out. Goalkeeper parried it. There was mucky inside. He cleared the ball, but the umpire reached for the flag, raised it, and it was a goal for Castletown. 1-1 to a point. 1-2 to 5 points. And in the 26th minute, it was David Cuddy with a free. But Castletown, the champions, playing with a very, very strong breeze in this opening half, it has to be said, and with just 3 minutes to go to the break. They lead, but only by a single point. It's Castletown 1-3, Camross 5 points. From his own 65-metre line, but there's a very, very strong breeze blowing in Castletown's favour. A chance to go 2 points up. He drives it in. It's dropping straight over the bar. That's a great shot from David Cuddy from his own 65-metre line. And he puts Castletown into a 2-point lead. 1 goal and 4 to 5 points. 28 minutes gone in this opening half. Lawler tipping the ball ahead. Back covering is Sir Cuddy, the centre half-back. Down along the wing. Cut off by Jack Cuddy for Camross. Tackle from behind by Patrick Phelan. Gives the ball to his corner back, Pat Collier, now playing into half-back line. The ball into an open space. Seamus Cuddy tips the ball to Damien Keenan. Keenan strikes it first time, but strikes it to the left and wide. Into the last minute of normal time in the opening half. 1 goal and 4 to 5 points. Mick Butler driving the ball in. Danger here. Tim Lowry takes it on the line this time and clears it despite pressure. John O'Sullivan will get there first. Jack Cuddy will come and try and close him down. John O'Sullivan turning, twisting with the ball, gets his shot in. It's a good one, dropping in around the square. Hodgie Cuddy's in there, but camped in the square to the referee. Points to the spot and the free out given. Couple of seconds left in the opening half. Tim Lowry shot, dropping in the centre of the field. Grabbed by Phelan O'Sullivan, who has moved out to that midfield position. His foul going forward by Lawler, and the free in to Castletown. Just 20 seconds into injury time in the opening half. David Cuddy with a chance to put Castletown 3 points up. Drives it in and drives it over the bar. David Cuddy's 5th score of the game, putting a goal between the sides as we approach the half-time whistle. Referee Pat Moran blows the half-time whistle, and after a very, very competitive opening half, it's Castletown the champions who lead by a single goal. 1 goal and 5 points for Castletown, 5 points for Camross. Right down to the wire and maybe might end up in a little draw, but at the moment it's Castletown the champions to lead by 1 goal and 5 points, and Camross is 5 points. All set for the second half. Referee Pat Moran in the centre of the field. A goal between the sides and throws in the ball in the second half of the Laois Senior Hurling Championship final on. Castletown launched the first attack up along the far side. In the corner forward, Richard Kingston on the run, being chased by Jack Cuddy, but still Kingston going forward. A chance here, tips into Patrick Phelan, has to be a goal! Patrick Phelan, the captain. The ball won from the centre of the field, given to Richard Kingston. Marvellous run by the young corner forward, but he drew all the defence out, hand passed the ball into the middle to Captain Patrick Phelan, and he made no mistake, crashing home the ball to the back of the net. It's a great start to the second half for Castletown. 2 goals and 5 to 5 points. Well, Castletown against the breeze. Perfect opening to the second half, but the Camross defence certainly caught napping. It's a response from Camross, but this free from Paul Cuddy, dropping in towards the edge of the square. Patrick Phelan under it again, trying to get a ball outside. John O'Sullivan, centre half forward for the blue and whites, drills the ball back across the middle again to Podgy Cuddy. Cuddy can't control it. Fran Hogan trying to close him down. One-handed pull from Mick Butler. Inside is Patrick Phelan again, looking for another score, bottled up. The ball runs away from him, tries to grab it again, loses the helmet, and away comes Tony Dorn for Camross and clears the ball out over the sideline, far side of the field. Sideline ball for Camross. Just 2 minutes gone in the second half. Jack Cuddy, the cornerback, will take it. Doesn't go too far. Lawler with the hand up, goes through it. Tony Dorn trying to control it, kicks it along the ground, hits it along the ground. down the far side. Heavy pulling over there from Damien Keenan. And now a little bit of strong pulling from two sides. Referee, linesman right in to cut it out in the early stages. Referee Pat Moran will throw in the ball. 2-5 for Castletown, 5 points for Camross. David Cuddy. Ken Cuddy, the midfielder. Seamus Cuddy out fighting for it. One-handed is taken by John O'Sullivan. And past the ball to Paul Cuddy. He turns and drives the ball in towards Patrick Phelan and Packy Cuddy. The ball going by Packy Cuddy, but retrieves it again, but it's taken back by Patrick Phelan. Here's the player inside him. It's Richard Kingston kicks a shot to goal! The goal from Richard Kingston. The ball dropped inside. Packy Cuddy, the full-back, got the hurl to it, but Patrick Phelan won it and gave the ball inside to Richard Kingston, and Kingston, making no mistake, crushing it home to the back of the net. Suddenly there's a huge gap between the sides, and it's Castletown who lead by 3-5 to 5 points. The pressure is now on Camross. Can they respond? Never beaten in a final by Castletown. It has to be said, with 3 minutes gone in the second half, they're now in grave danger of losing that record. Sub in for Camross. Off the field is Jack Cuddy. Peter Guilfoyle coming in at cornerback. Patrick Phelan causing all sorts of damage and taking a high hurl there from Tommy Delaney. Tommy with the hurl very, very high, catching Patrick Phelan right across the face. Referee Pat Moran will call out Tommy Delaney. Hasn't been an angry stroke in this game so far. Yellow card for Tim Lowry in the opening half for having words with his umpire after the goal was scored, but now a yellow card for Tommy Delaney. Captain Packy Cuddy going off injured. And Brendan Lowry in. So two of the full back line for Camross gone. Free for Castletown. David Cuddy drills it in over the bar. David Cuddy's 6th point of the game. Tim Lowry's puck out. Grabbed by Podge Cuddy. Podge hand passed it forward to John O'Sullivan. Castletown turning on the style. Back covering is Pat Collier. Left-handed out to the middle of the field. Ken Cuddy was under. Brendan Lowry pulled strongest, but he's dispossessed by David Cuddy. Stalemate in the centre, and Pat Moran calls for the ball. Cyril Cuddy. Pat Collier. The ball just tipped away by Patrick Phelan, causing a lot of damage in the full forward line. Going forward, he's held by Tony Dordan and foul. Simple foul indeed. And David Cuddy jogs forward again to take this free. He's in no hurry. His team ahead by a clear 10 points with just 8 minutes gone in the second half. 8 minutes into the second half. David Cuddy. High over the bar. 3 goals and 7 points for Castletown, 5 points for Camross. It's all Castletown. David Cuddy. Back in the half-back line. Tony Dordan. Down the sideline. Damien Culleton. Can't control it. The ball runs away from him. John O'Sullivan tipping it away. Tommy Delaney chasing him, but he kicks the ball ahead. The ball tipped back out for Patrick Phelan. Phelan tries to get it back inside to Sean Hanlon, but the ball is cut away from Mick Butler, and away come Camross. Cut out over the sideline by David Cuddy as Damien Culleton was trying to make progress down along this near sideline. Just 10 minutes gone in the second half. Camross yet to launch an attack in those 10 minutes. Now with a chance of a score. Barry Keane in the corner forward, 65 metres out. Dropping in around the square, John Lyons takes it on his chest. Hand pass to his corner back, Sean Hanlon. Hanlon outside to John O'Sullivan. Tony Dordan is under this one for Camross. Under pressure, he hand passes the ball across to Peter Guilfoyle. Paul Cuddy out to it first. Ahead of Fint Lawler and chasing up along that far sideline. Great run by the fullback. Great skill, and eventually he's brought to the ground and fouled. And off the ball, a Camross player down. Off the ball. Fint Lawler, the player who is down, and shall we say he didn't fall on his own. Referee calling back. Martin Phelan. And if we have a look at the incident again, Martin Phelan's clearly making contact with Fint Lawler as he was going by him. Off the ball. Referee Pat Moran issues him with a yellow card. It has to be said, probably lucky to escape with just that yellow card following that incident. Sean Hanlon. Damien Culleton. Damien Keenan gets the shot low inside in towards Joe Dollar. Joe trying to get the ball up, has it in his hand, surrounded by blue and white shirt, throws it back over his head, but really was going nowhere, and away comes Robert Delaney. Stopped by Brendan Lowry. Phelan O'Sullivan in possession. Little tap from Brendan Lowry. Free for Castletown on their own 65-metre line. David Cuddy drilling the ball up. Hit back outside by Mick Butler, but taken by Seamus Cuddy. Intercepting it is Cyril Cuddy for Castletown. He hand pass, but it'll go to a Camross man, and the Camross man is Barry Keenan. Rises it, tried to strike it. He was intercepted. Ken Cuddy to Seamus Cuddy. A massive puck from Seamus Cuddy, but the ball will drop way out to the right and wide. Sub coming on for Camross. Their third substitution of the game. .11 points between the sides. 14 minutes into the second half. Tommy Delaney in possession. Closed down by Mick Butler. Back covering is Sean Hanlon. Hanlon has a mighty game, the number 4. This time the ball is taken off him by Joe Dollard. Joe drives it across the far side. But there is David Cuddy to cut back the ball. His shot doesn't go to his intended target either, and it's taken by Brendan Lowry. Lowry loses the hurl but kicks the ball ahead of him. Kept in play, cut back across by Kieran Moore, across to Joe Dollard. Dollard with a chance surely, but the ball taken off him by Robert Delaney. Last year's hurler of the year, having a tremendous game, and then a late pull inside by Damien Keenan. And Temper's getting a little bit frayed. Scored 2 goals within 3 minutes. Phelan scoring the first goal during 20 seconds of play. The ball coming to Richard Kingston, up to Patrick Phelan, the captain, and he to the back of the net. 3 minutes later, it was Richard Kingston himself who got the goal. It was Patrick Phelan who played work this time, given to Kingston, and he to the back of the net. And suddenly there was 9 points between the sides, 3-5 to 5 points. The last 2 scores have come from frees for Castletown from David Cuddy in the 6th and 8th minute, both long-range frees. His has scored 7 points, David Cuddy, in this game, and Camross yet to score in the second half. This one dropping in around the square. Out is the goalkeeper, John Lyons. Camross putting under pressure, but it's cleared off the line by Robert Delaney. Out over, all just kept in play again. Back there covering is Damien Culleton for Camross. David Cuddy tackles him. Culleton back on the attack again, 20 metres out. Camross looking for scores. Joe Dollard had it in his hurl, but the ball just cut away from him, and now there's a player from both sides down into the underground. Temper's beginning to get a little bit frayed in this second half, but we have just 16 minutes gone, and Castletown, the champions, in control. They lead by 11 points, 3 goals in 7 to Camross's 5 points. For that late pull, and now it's a chance for Camross. Fint Lawler shaping up to take this one, and surely has to go for a goal and try and bring Camross back into the game. 17 minutes gone in the second half. Lawler standing well back from the ball. Standing near him is John Palmer. The pressure is on. Rises it, strikes it well, but it's well blocked by John Lyons. Damien Curtin into goal! A goal from Camross. Tremendous shot from Fint Lawler. Goalkeeper John Lyons was equal to it. He batted it out, but in fact coming in and spreading it to the back of the net, it was the midfielder Ken Cuddy, both of them wearing green helmets. Ken Cuddy and Damien Culleton. The ball was finished by the green helmeted player back to the back of the net, and Camross just narrowed the gap but only slightly. 3-7 to 1-5. And we have just 17 and a half minutes gone. Another sub in, and it's the ageless PJ Cuddy coming in to try and rally his men, and the man looks to be going off is Fint Lawler. Is there light at the end of the tunnel for the Camross men? Castletown win back possession in the centre of the field. It's John Palmer. Brendan Lowry. Back covering Cyril Cuddy, the centre half-back. Tackled by Seamus Cuddy. A late tackle on Cyril Cuddy, and the ball free will from where the ball landed. Just 19 minutes gone. David Cuddy looking for his 8th point of the game. He scored 11 in the semi-final. He rises this one, strikes it well. Deadly accurate today is David Cuddy. 8 points in the county final, with over 10 minutes left to play. Camross looking for more scores. Barry Keenan, he's blocked down. The ball well taken on the far side of the field. Drilled on by Phelan O'Sullivan. Back covering is Peter Guilfoyle, near that end line. Keeps it in play but drives it and out of play on the far side of the field, out over the sideline. John O'Sullivan with the sideline cut, and cuts it well. It's a massive cut, dropping in across. Tim Lowry takes it, under pressure, hand passes the ball outside. Great play by Patrick Phelan, dispossessing Peter Guilfoyle back there, and then Peter Guilfoyle committing the foul, and then Patrick Phelan taking a knock. But the free in is to Castletown, and a chance for them to extend that lead again. "21 minutes into the second half, Castletown leading 3-8 to 1-5. David Cuddy with a chance to extend that. Strikes it, comes off the post and out to the right and wide. Seamus Cuddy does. Hand pass the ball inside. Barry Keenan again, but great defensive play. He was pulling strong and pulling hard going in, but pulling straight across the leg of full back inside Paul Cuddy. Castletown again with their cornerback, Sean Hanlon. Tackle on the far side. Tommy Delaney back covering to Brendan Lowry. Down along that far sideline. PJ Cuddy. Turning back and but blocked down. Tipped in by Peter Dooley, another sub. Camross with, I think there are 5 substitutes used at this stage. Podgy Cuddy loses possession, but comes back and hits it low on the ground again. Pulled on first time by Mick Butler. Got the all-important goal in the opening half. Back outside. Damien Keenan. Low on the ground. To Ken Cuddy, the midfielder. Cuddy going forward. Runs into Cyril Cuddy. Brought to the ground. Hand passing the ball across to Peter Dooley. Dooley drills it on over Seamus Cuddy. He tips it just back inside. But out to it is Robert Delaney. Has had a fine game. Tim Cuddy. Seamus Cuddy still after it inside with the ball going out for a 65-metre free. Tommy Delaney with the free. He will drop it in around the square. Hope for something in there. Brendan Lowry pulled, missed it. Cyril Cuddy is there. Tips the ball out. Tipped back inside by Damien Keenan. PJ Cuddy rooting for the ball in there. Trying to force the ball in. It's like a scrum. It's in that square. Just tipped off the line again. Damien Culleton was in there. Pulled back inside. Again, PJ Cuddy had it. Couldn't hit it. Barry Keenan dispossessed. The ball cleared outside. And back there covering is John O'Sullivan. And Sullivan away with the ball. Way up the far side. Rugby style tackle on the other end of the field. Nine points between the sides. Castletown 3 goals and 8 points. Camross 1 goal and 5. Less than 4 minutes of normal time left to play. David Cuddy's shot is over the bar. "27 minutes gone and David Cuddy getting his 9th score of the county final. Once again from a free, but it puts 10 points between the sides. 3 goals and 9 to 1 goal and 5. Seamus Cuddy. Hand passing the ball inside forward for Damien Culleton. He took his eye off it and dropped the ball. Castletown back massed behind their covering, forming a wall. Cyril Cuddy one-handed. Damien Keenan cuts it in, but cuts it to the left and wide. Back come Camross looking for something out of this game. Late tackle on Barry Keenan. Damien Culleton again, the ball on his feet. Seamus Cuddy hand passed the ball inside in towards PJ Cuddy, but it was a wicked pull inside from Paul Cuddy. And he'll be called out. Looks at his number, it's the number 3, but majestic player is Paul Cuddy, but he gets a yellow card on this occasion. Last minute of normal time. Barry Keenan will take this semi-penalty. No exclusion zone marked, but the rain has dropped, washed it away. Pat Morton making the mark. They must go back to there. Barry Keenan will go for the goal. Looking for a bit more respectability on the scoreboard. Rises the ball, strikes it strong. Blocked by John Lyons again and saved by John Lyons and cleared by Lyons. Tremendous save and a great clearance under pressure. Martin Phelan out the far side. Tackled by PJ Cuddy. Hand passes the ball back. PJ Cuddy causing a little bit of disruption. The ball cut back across the middle. John Palmer is there. Cyril Cuddy. Hand passed outside to Phelan O'Sullivan, the full forward back defending. He's chasing away. Closed down but wins possession and strikes a great ball. Patrick Phelan, the captain. Strikes it in, but strikes it to the left and wide. Now into injury time as Castletown bring on a substitute. Off is Podge Cuddy. His work done. He's replaced by young Brian Ferns. Tim Lowry with 39 seconds of injury time played. Sean Hanlon. Paul Cuddy's there again. Back out to the middle. Fran Hogan. Damien Culleton a chance here. The ball feeds a goal. Damien Culleton striking again. The ball driven inside by Fran Hogan. Culleton grabbing it and turning around and putting it past John Lyons to the back of the net. Seven points between the sides. 31.5 minutes played in the second half. John O'Sullivan. Locked down by Tommy Delaney. Back covering Damien Keenan, the centre half forward. Up goes the hand again, this time it's Seamus Cuddy into PJ Cuddy. PJ Cuddy hand passes the ball across. A chance here now, but the ball just running away from Kieran Moore, but it's a 20-metre free. Camross piling under pressure, but just too late in this county final. This time it's Damien Keenan who'll take the 20-metre free. Rises it, strikes it strong. Again blocked by John Lyons. They're in after it again. Trying to scoop into the net, but the referee, Pat Moran, blows the whistle. Three and a half minutes of injury time played. Pat Moran will throw in the ball. Tussling for possession in front of the Castletown goal. They go down and do a scrum again. Almost 4 minutes of injury time played. Plenty of stoppages in the second half. Again, stalemate in front of the goals. But a ball cut away by Mick Butler to John O'Sullivan as referee Pat Moran blows the full-time whistle. And Castletown have retained their title and in the process defeated Camross for the first time ever in a county final. The team of the 90s, they now have won the first title of the new millennium. The final scoreline: Castletown 3 goals and 9 points. Castletown, Camross 2 goals and 5. Hello, how are you? Jack Nolan here in Portlaoise, Laois Senior Hurling final result. Castletown 3-9. Camross 2-5. Okay, all right.
I want to sincerely congratulate supporters for your coming here today. Not a nice occasion, I want to thank you sincerely for your support. I want to sincerely congratulate Castletown on their outstanding success and wish them every success in the Leinster Championship this year and hope to go one step and bring at least senior championship back to, or Leinster Championship back to Laois. I also want to thank Camross for their cooperation the whole year in regard to fixtures and game matches, and say hard luck, young team, and I suppose came a long way this year, and I wish them every success in the future. I want to thank the Loose Open for their kind sponsorship of the Laois Hurling Championship. I also want to thank Pat Moran and his official for the excellent manner in which he officiates at the game. Thanks very much. With great pleasure, Brophy folks and Phelan here.
Castletown here for the second time, and the way back to all along. In 96 World Hall of that were a flash to the panic world and we'll go back to back. We have done that now and hopefully people will remember it for us. And also in 95 we want to remember our first. Well, this will be everything as good as our first. I'd just like to thank our sponsors. And I could watch all the people that were helping us get here today. And remember, I used to work without I was seriously injured. I'm paid under as well. John Bully out in Dublin, we'll be seeing him. At the Tom at home. We have it done for you now, boys, and hopefully you'll come back and help us again. There's also one man in Galway, he's still welcome to Portlaoise. The rest of the campaign if he wants. Trainers down to the year. John Sullivan, John Cody, John Cody, for their help in the field. I thank Oliver Rutter and Nicky Cashin for their help. Now I'd like to thank Commerce for a tough sport and game. And ask for 3 cheers for him, because I can't say what he achieved being here, and you know what things out there, he'll be back again. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hooray! That's why he's the first man left. I was there from 1974 or 74, and he's still with us. But he made it up to come to the backbone. Big Peter. Thanks very much. Here we go. Celebrate.